Hey friends, this is Jordan with O & Co Games. Our team of three, Ray, Noah, and myself, are making a pixel platformer that is focused on satisfying levels of difficulty and consciously crafted storytelling. The game is called Tethergeist, and welcome to our devlog. Sound effects in video games are a big deal. They not only help bring a game to life, making it feel more immersive, but they also communicate actions and events to the player, helping them more easily navigate their experience and get audible feedback from the game as they interact with it. Even sound effects in menus play a critical role in confirming selections to the player or warning them before they do something drastic like deleting a save file. Between world building and communication feedback to the player, sound effects are a critical part of a good gaming experience. So naturally, I've been pretty deliberate with designing the sound effects for our game Tethergeist. It's been a pretty fun experience, from smashing rocks together from my backyard to pitch correcting slicing noises. So in this devlog, I'd like to share with you my process, at least so far, for creating the sound effects of Tethergeist. So to kick things off, I put on my Foley sound engineering hat for a bit and used my condenser microphone to record a few things with items I found around the house and around my yard. For the footprints of our main character, May, I grabbed a tissue from the kitchen. Seriously, that was it. I tapped and rubbed it in different ways close to the microphone to get the various sound effects she makes while maneuvering in the game. Using that same mic, I rubbed two rocks together that I found in my backyard. I got a few samples of that to use for the sound effect played when the checkpoints activate. Since these sounds are very common throughout the game and happen a lot, I wanted to be sure they didn't get too repetitive. So I opened the sound files in Adobe Audition and applied some pitch adjustments to them to add some variability to the sounds. Finally, using some virtual instruments in Logic Pro, the software I use to make music, I created these mystical noises to accompany the sounds of shifting stones when the checkpoint is activated. All of that put together sounds like this. Another combination of sound effects that bears mentioning is with the spirit ability. Since splitting and rejoining happens so frequently, I wanted these sounds to be satisfying and exciting, but also pleasant and non-intrusive. I decided to make the sounds pretty melodic, with a breathy sound when the spirit splits, a gentle vibraphone ding when rejoining begins, and a shing noise when the character fully rejoins with the spirit. I also made sure all of these sounds were recorded in the same chord, which is an F major 7. And again, I created a few variations of non-melodic sounds like the shing by using pitch corrections. The final result sounds like this. Now, one of my favorite things about the sound effects in this game is how they work together to make a sort of organic song of their own. The checkpoints and spirit noises are notes from that same F major chord, and when the player is traversing various obstacles, they're also unintentionally performing a sort of song in the sound effects. Even the death sound effects are designed to feel melodic. Now, part of what makes this work so well, in my opinion, is that all of the music I wrote for Chapter 1 is also written in the same key as the sound effects. Or more accurately said, for any fellow music theory nerds out there, I'm using chords that are or complement the F major 7. The departure music, for example, is in D minor, with a lot of notes being the minor 7 and 9, which overlap perfectly with the F major 7 chord. In this light, the player's actions are adding an instrument to the song, almost like the character is connected with the earth around her in a sort of spiritual and environmental way, which is one of the sub-themes of the world and cultures found in Tethergeist. For future chapters, I'm planning to do the same thing with the sound effects. That is, record them in a similar melodic key that the music will be in. Or maybe intentionally, I'll be making them incongruent in chapters or areas where May's connection with the earth is strained or, well, inharmonious. At any rate, hopefully that gives you a decent glimpse into my method for generating sound effects for Tethergeist. This game matters so much to Ray, Noah, and myself, and we want every aspect of it to reflect the love and care we're putting into this project. As always, I have tons more to share with you about Tethergeist, so if you'd like to stay in the loop on our progress, consider subscribing and joining our Discord server. We also have a playtestable build of Chapter 1 of Tethergeist on Steam, so if you want to head over there and play and wishlist it, that would be dandy as well. All of the links you need are in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time.